Good evening. This is Kilo 5 Tango Delta, Dan in South Louisiana. Doing a few tests here. Just wrapped up a little short live video of testing the 160 meter on the reverse beacon network. Using my two wavelengths at 160. It's around 1,000 feet long. It's a loop fed with 300 ohm ladder line to a 4-to-1 balun, about 20 feet of coax going to a tuner. Like I said in my first video there, it'll tune 6 to 160 with the tuner. Kind of a fun antenna. You can catch all them in between bands, 30 meters, 17, 12. The problem is I originally put it up for 160 meters, but it is a super cloud burner at 160. The highest point's around 50 feet, lowest point's around 25, 35 feet. It's connected in 5 points to some trees, pentagon shape, connected in 5 points. So my results on 160 was like I expected. 300 to 600 miles, pretty good signals. It's kind of NVIS being that low on 160, going straight up, coming back down. So I wanted to do a few tests here on 80. I may even do one at 40 just to tell. So for 40 meters, I've got a 4 square. That's normally what I run for 40. And what I'm doing, the purpose of this is I'm working on my low band antenna. So I'm trying to get something for 80 and 160 with some low angle irradiation, and I'll get into that later. I'm gonna make some videos building some low band antennas, kind of how I'm doing it, how I'm configuring it and everything. The goal is to get some DX stations in here. I need that low angle irradiation. We're down here in South Louisiana. I think I'm 6 feet above sea level. I have no elevation. I'm just outside of that saltwater mark, so I'm starting out with 2 strikes. When I get into a contest, I step up to the plate with 2 strikes. So we're going to make the best of it and see what happens. I just checked this frequency here. I'm at 3506. I'm using the reverse beacon network. You go to reversebeacon.net. A lot of different things you can do with it. What I'm doing right now is basically checking the pattern of the antenna. So this is 2 wavelengths at 160 meters, and I'm testing it on 80 meters. From what I found, for 160 meters, it's pretty much omnidirectional cloud burner. But I find that the higher in frequency I get, I start getting these really odd nulls and peaks. And so 80 might be like a figure 8 or a clover leaf. And then you get to 40 and you might start getting some little, a little bit lower angle, a little bit of these kind of coming in, going out. And then you get down to 40, 20, 15. You start getting these really good DX. The problem is you can't steer it. Wherever you put it, that's where those peaks are. So if that peak is in the middle of Africa and you're trying to get to Europe, well, you're out of luck. So I may wind up taking this antenna down and kind of gearing more towards some monoband stuff. So let's see what happens. I digress. We're tuned for 80 meters on a 1,000-foot loop, and we're going to call CQ on CW with the RBN network. Let's see what happens. And if I mess up, you gotta forgive me. I'm still learning CW. If you think my sending's rough, you should see my receiving. Alright, we picked up 2 stations there. One up towards Illinois, one down in Florida. Honestly, that's about what we were getting on 160. I kind of expected to have maybe a little bit wider range, maybe catch a few nulls. Let's see. Alright, there's 4 more new stations. Yeah, let's see. We're showing 909 miles, 1400, 1400. Okay. So that's a little bit further. There must be a lobe. If I had to guess, there's a lobe going out here to the northwest, which is kind of cool. On the 160, if you didn't see the video, The range was right in here. Look, there's another far station there. Okay. Okay, so there is definitely a little range. The higher in frequency we get, the more range you get on it. I'm gonna have to do 40 meters now. I mean, I gotta check it out. That's pretty cool. And we got a really neat propagation thing going on right now. I was showing around 175 solar flux with a 0K index. So I'm gonna quit playing around with some of the stuff. Maybe make a few DX contacts, and then get some sleep, and hopefully work on some antennas tomorrow. Got a lot of projects around the station now that's starting to. We should be coming out of winter here soon. Alright, that's probably going to be about it. That kind of proved the point. So we'll go ahead and shut down the stream. Thanks for watching. If you like what you see, subscribe. Go look for the 160, and I will be doing a 40 meter one next. Testing a 1,000-foot loop antenna.